Testing, 1, 2. We're back here again for another edition of Cowboys and Chill.
Yeah.
Another edition of Cowboys and Chill. Why do I hear the game in my ears? But anyway, we're going to hear another edition of Cowboys and Chill. We got Nate Newton, big fella, as our guest.
Yeah.
Law Nation, producer extraordinaire.
Appreciate you.
And before we get started, we got Eugenia Kennedy. Her big birthday celebration here. She got a lot of friends and sorors here. And we're going to start this out with a birthday song.
Yo, she got to switch it around.
Dawn Patterson's going to sing happy birthday because she can sing. Yeah. Outside noise.
Okay.
I thought I could hear. I'm like, what is going on?
Like it's still in my ear though.
Okay. Testing 1, 2. Okay, we can hear it now. Excuse me. Let me get your foot over there, Nate. There you go. You're gonna choke me. Anyway, another edition of Cowboys and Chill here. Got the big fella Nate Newton with me, of course. Law Nation, a producer extraordinaire. And before we get started, Eugenia Kennedy is celebrating her birthday, and Dawn Patterson is gonna give her a rendition of Happy Birthday.
I am. I'm gonna do that for my soror because I can sing.
Okay, that's what she say.
Yeah. Okay. Are we ready?
We're waiting on you.
Okay. I got the Maverick game on. I can hear my little thing. Cause you know that background music.
You got to turn the background music down.
Tell the DJ. DJ, can you come up for a second?
I mean, I can sing over that.
Well, you can.
I can go ahead and do it.
Can you turn the background music off?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We're gonna be patient. We got the big fella out here. Eugenia got a table full of people. I call her Gina. Her name is Eugenia. You know, Jerry Jones' boat's name, Bravo Eugenia. There you go. There you go. We finally got the in-house music off. Eugenia! Eugenia! You know, Jerry's boat is named Bravo Eugenia. But you had to name first. He named his boat after his wife after he got so many infidelities he had to buy her a boat.
Oh, wow.
That's the facts. I'm just keeping it real. He had to buy her a boat.
Jerry ain't riding with this dude, man.
He can't fire me, dog.
He can fire me. I ain't riding with this dude.
Listen. Yeah. Anyway, Dawn Patterson is going to sing Happy Birthday to Gina.
This is to my soror.
Okay.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Oh, happy birthday to my friend, my sister, and my soror.
Come on with
Gina.
All right.
Happy birthday.
Bring it home.
To you.
Wow, that was beautiful.
Yeah. Come on with it.
Yeah.
I didn't know you
Happy
had
birthday.
that.
Say, Nicola.
Hey, Gina. Her name is Gina.
Gina. Okay.
My sorority ain't but one sorority. Delta Sigma Theta. All right, got it.
All right.
Thank you. That was beautiful. I did not know you had it in you. I'm going to give you a high five. I did not know you. Girl, you can sing. Girl, you can sing.
That girl can
I'm
sing.
going to buy you a drink. I didn't know you could sing like that.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Gina. Appreciate you coming out.
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate you coming out.
Yes, ma'am.
That was a treat. That was a treat, girl. We got a treat.
Yeah.
We got a treat 1 week before Halloween Halloween's next Thursday. We got a treat. Now we finna get a trick.
Just 3.
Lord Jesus, his mind is bad today. His mind is bad today.
Now we finna get a trick, and we finna talk about these Cowboys.
What's going on with
We
the
finna talk
boys,
about
man?
these Cowboys, Nate Newton's Cowboys, who he never picks against. Who win this weekend, Nate?
Dallas Cowboys.
Come on
I was
with
just
it.
making
Yeah,
sure.
I ride like that.
Yeah.
I'm a real ride and die.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been dying lately, though.
There's a lot of talk. Listen, Nate keeps it real. Been knowing the big fella since I started covering the team back in '97. That means I missed all the Super Bowl titles. I just got the retirements of Nate, Troy, Emmett, Michael.
Okay.
I got our relationships after they were superstars.
Yeah. Wow. Ain't that something smooth, boy?
That 4 playoff wins on my legend. So that's all I got to deal with.
Hey, man, it'll change. It's going to change. This thing finna change this year.
It's going to change this
Yes,
year.
sir.
You really
Change
believe that?
gonna come.
What have you seen?
Sam Cooke says
Change
gonna
coming.
Nate, what have you
Yeah.
seen in the first 6 games, 3-3, that really feels like 2-4, that says a change is going to come?
Well, you didn't ask me whether it's going to be a positive or a negative change. A change going to come. I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds like a change in the coaching staff. But anyway,
Why would they want to fire the coach?
well, you said change is going to come, so I'm not. What other change could happen?
It's
you
two
know,
ends
we
of
got 1/3 of our roster is on 1-year deals.
And the whole coaching staff's a 1-year deal.
yeah, but you know,
Yeah.
I would rather for the fans to antagonize me than you.
Oh, you sound like Jerry Jones.
I would rather for my fans. Do we have a mic for our fans to ask a question?
You sound like Jerry Jones.
Sir, would you like to come?
You
and
come
ask a
on
question?
right here then. Yeah.
I mean, you can come ask a question if you want. We got an extra mic. If you want to come ask a question that makes sense.
Well, let's talk about your quarterback, Troy Aikman, made some comments about the receivers
Yes,
this
he
week.
did.
Okay.
How do you feel about what Troy said about the receiving core in the passing game?
Do I have time to explain
You got
what he
plenty
was
of time.
trying to say?
You got plenty of
what
time.
My,
You got plenty
what
of time.
my quarterback was saying was simply this right here. When you have 4 receiver sets or 3 receiver sets,
Okay.
or even a bunch with a tight end out on the other side, this thing like the Saras, the Deltas here, they understand that when they're putting together a show, everybody has to be coordinated.
Right.
And if you got one of those ladies out of line or misstepping, it's not going to look right. And that's the same way with football. I tell people when you're practicing, you can have your offensive line kind of out of sync. You can have your defensive line not running wide open.
Right.
But your wide receivers, that's one group that has always got to be running wide open to give the quarterback a close to game-like look as it need to be. When you have receivers here and there not giving their all in all, you lose the coordination. You use the unity. Now, let me give you an example. As great a player as C.D. Lamb is, he's going to always draw 2 players, correct?
Right.
Okay, if he has a skinny post, that corner, a lot of times, if it's the number 1 corner, going to stay with him.
Correct.
Going to ride him. But they still going to have somebody back in that seam
Rolling
to
coverage.
kind of roll
Over the
with
top.
him.
Yeah.
So CD come over that top, you know what I'm saying, and run it like, say, a 20-yard skinny route going into the going into the red zone.
Right.
All of a sudden, you just slip your tight end underneath.
Correct.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Just where he just left at, where we just took that safety. You let him come on the other seam. If CD's not running 100 miles an hour to act like he's going to get the ball, then what you do? Now that safety just drops right on down on that
on the other receiver.
On the other receiver,
So
or
ask
the
me
corner
this.
just fall back down on the
So
receiver.
is Troy basically breaking it down like this, whether or not, what if it's a run play? Is CD still giving it his all? Or is Jalen Brooks
let me
wise
say-
enough
let me
and
say-
all that,
In the run game,
Yeah.
if a receiver is a good blocker, that's when you get touchdowns. But you don't have to be so much of a great blocker.
Right.
In the run game, we'll just get first downs and big plays. But if you got a great set of receivers that are blocked, like they do for Big Henry
Yeah.
With the Ravens, you get touchdowns. You get 81-yard runs. You get 79-yard runs. You get 59-yard runs.
Right,
but if you have receivers that don't block, you get 20-yard runs. You get 15-yard runs. You see the difference?
So what you see on tape is the same thing at Troy. The effort is not always there for the receivers.
This is what –
they don't run hard.
The thing is, and what I'm trying to say is you never can let – the defense, you can never tip the defense off like that. You give them too big of an advantage. When you break the huddle, run out there like you finna do something every time. Regardless of whether you're going to get the ball or not. And when you come off the line, you got to understand, if you're clearing it out for somebody or you're trying to draw a double team, okay, when Dak walked to the line, he already doing a pre-read. Oh, okay. Yeah. Safety done eased over there. Corner right here. The inside linebacker done kind of eased over. Okay, they know it's 3rd and long. They taking away CD. They saying in their mind that ain't happening. Now you got to go to your secondary read. Now is my tight end leak out late, or will my running back flare out of the backfield with a weirdo route? Is this going to be open? Now he goes to his secondary read. Even though he come back 5-step drop, still looking at CD to make sure these people sell out on him.
Correct.
Boom, then he go over there to his tight end. But if CD jog off, everybody fall back into a normal position.
It's a tipping.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. How much is talent versus execution? Because everybody can say, well, if only they execute their plays, then we'll be able to do it.
And that's
how much
what
is talent into it?
You know, this is what you can remember these guys, everybody, because they hated this team.
Okay.
Tom Brady had Randy Moss, and they had the big old tight end.
Gronkowski. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, other than that right there, tell me what superstar receiver they had. Give me the name of all them superstar receivers they had.
Elderman was good in short area quickness. He was able to win.
The Cowboys cut him. The Cowboys cut one of them dudes they had, right?
That was
brother. What I'm trying to tell you is.
Go ahead. Uh-huh.
Sometime when you Michael Irvin talks about it all the time. When you above the neck, everybody can play in the NFL. What do you have above the neck, and what's the drive in your heart? Okay.
So, you brought up the running back earlier, Derrick Henry. I think that there's a talent issue on this team.
Yes.
Okay. At receiver, there's a talent issue.
Yes, it is.
But there's also a talent issue on the offensive line. There's a talent issue at running back. And these are direct decisions the Cowboys made in the offseason that Jerry made that he don't want to be questioned about. Not signing Derrick Henry. And the offensive line, Jerry talked to camp. And I remember talking to you in camp, and you talked about Tyler Guyton's technical issues.
Yes.
The Cowboys you couldn't tell. This line, I love this line. I love what they're doing. You got a rookie center and you got a rookie left tackle, but they acted like the line was going to be better. It's not.
What happened was.
It's worse.
What happened was, kids.
Growing pains.
But what happened was, no, this is the truth.
Break it down.
When they first drafted these guys.
Okay.
And, I don't have a big following a lot of people have, but the first thing I said was, from day one, this center starts. From day one, this left tackle starts.
Yes.
Okay.
They missed maybe 150 to 200 reps in OTAs and all the extra times.
I see where you're going.
They missed this kid. They didn't start our center for the first 2 weeks.
Right.
So he missed another 100 to 200 reps. Our tackle got sick, the left tackle, and he missed maybe 300 reps.
Facts.
And this dude going to need at least 1,000 reps because he played right tackle in college.
Right.
He came from being a tight end to a tackle. And only played one time at left tackle. Now, I fought the Cowboys, which I rarely ever do.
Right.
When you drafted this kid, he should have been the number one day starter. When he got off Jerry,
playing.
No, helicopter. Because he was up in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
They just start the helicopter.
Yeah.
He didn't send the plane. When he
Yeah.
got off the helicopter, Jerry should have pushed him out there on the football field, and he
Okay.
should have lined up in the left tackle stance. And that day, right there, he should have took his first rep.
Dang, you're right on money.
Yes.
So what's the deal is with Awesome Richards then? I remember
Stop
you
it,
talking.
man. Stop it.
Wait, I'm just talking
There's
about.
no-
Bro,
no deal.
I love Austin Richards, and this is what I fear.
Ain't no deal.
Sir, I don't know your name, but you remember this day. What day is it? It's what?
October the
The-
20th.
It's 1 week before Halloween.
1 week before Halloween.
October the 20th, so Thursday. If 2 years from now, Austin Richards
Yeah.
is on somebody else's team,
He won't be on this team.
and he'll be starting on somebody else's team, I'm going to be sick. This kid played every time Odoga got hurt,
Yeah.
they put him at left tackle. Every time, because your boy was sick, Guyton was sick.
Yeah.
Every time Tyler Smith took a Veterans Day off,
Yeah.
they put him at left guard.
Yeah.
He played the whole preseason, left guard, left tackle, left guard, left tackle.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, the season start, this kid can't even get on the field. But this kid done took all the reps. Now, they can cut Austin Richards. It'll be one of the worst things they ever done.
Clarence.
Yeah.
Wait, don't see why you told me to stop it.
See, the thing that hurts me, Clarence gets first-rate information
Yeah.
from the big dogs,
Yeah.
Yeah. All the higher-ups, the
Yeah.
Will McClays,
Yeah.
and all this right here.
Yeah.
And from Jerry,
Yeah.
that's his boy.
Yeah,
He'll
it's
talk
his boy.
noise
Yeah,
about
he
Jerry,
talk noise,
but that's
Jerry.
his boy. But me, I'm just looking at,
And
I
film.
played a little
Tape.
bit,
Yeah.
and I kind of watched that tape.
Yeah.
I ain't been wrong yet.
Yeah, tell me about the tape. Tell me about the tape on Austin Richards.
To tell you about the tape
It,
on
it
Austin,
didn't look good.
It
'cause
looked better than what Guyton looked.
Well, that's the whole.
It looked better than what Guyton
Well,
looked, and
that's-
it looked better than what Odoga looked.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And that's what I was saying
But
last year.
but my point is
too.
this. My point is this.
Your point is what?
Good point.
Take a sip and you get to give us your point.
They looked at the same tape.
Yeah.
He got all them reps.
Right.
But when it's
Yeah.
time when they need a left tackle, they say we'll rather move Tyler Smith to left tackle and TJ Bass to guard.
Don't
and
give
put Austin
him
Richards on the field.
don't give him game reps.
Yeah.
Just slow down his
You know,
his growth.
So I'm just saying that somebody else watching the same tape.
All I'm saying, cut him.
Cut the tape.
No, cut him. Cut the player, and we'll see.
Oh,
But I guess
see where
my
he
my
go.
biggest
Yeah.
issue is this: is that they trashed Tyler Biadasz.
Yes, they did.
They trashed Tyler Biadasz.
Yes, they did.
Right now, he's the #1 run blocking guard in the NFL, based on whatever.
You
whoever
talking about
do
the
that.
center, Tyler?
Yeah, center.
Yeah,
Center,
yeah.
excuse me.
I-
They trashed him. They said, we're going to get the young guy.
But you didn't come to Nate and
I-
ask Nate none of this.
Yeah.
I would
agree.
have told. It was two guys. Remember the left guard we had the year before
Yeah.
that we let get out of here.
Connor.
They didn't want. What I'm trying to tell you is, what we've been doing lately is developing linemen, and they've been going to somewhat better schemes and most of the time better teams.
Well, let's go ahead and develop.
Yeah, well, let's go.
Come on,
And, Joshua Ball. Them,
Josh Ball ain't been developed.
and I tried to scream, bruh. Pup, you should have had your place 4 years ago when they drafted the dude. I almost lost my job. I haven't been on another preseason game since I dogged that ball in Walesko. Jerry, like, Nate, you really feel that way? I said, Coach, if you keep these guys here, man, come on. I mean, that apple at the bottom of the barrel been rotten. You know what I'm saying?
All I'm saying is they built this season. They pumped up this
It's a
offensive
soft
line. They were
rebuild.
trying to justify the moves they made.
It is a rebuild.
Tyron
This is a
Smith go. So you saying out loud in a rebuild?
I've been saying it.
Yeah, you've been saying it for a minute.
I've been
money
saying
for
it's
a
a
minute.
soft rebuild. You can go back to my podcast and. First of all, congratulations, man, with your new job, man.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, tell everybody where you at.
I'm letting them in all city down.
Yeah, man, come on, boy. You was dedicated to the newspaper, boy. I thought you were gonna die with him.
Listen,
Boy, I thought what Claire gonna die with that newspaper. Boy,
I don't do a lot of change. I'm old. I don't change a lot.
Yeah, I know you don't, man.
I don't change. So
but I'm so proud of you and Jesse, man.
At this age, the change is hard for sure.
Yeah.
So I made the change.
Sweetheart, we get a chance. Quit eating and bring me a napkin. Thank you. my baby over here. Boy, she eating up something, ain't she?
Let leave her alone.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna bring you something to drink and a napkin.
Thank you, sweetheart.
But what I'm saying is, though, that these are the direct decisions they made in the offseason.
Yes, they did.
And you said the South rebuild. I don't know how they fit with Mike McCarthy's contract because in the last year of his contract, needing to go to at least the NFC Championship game to guarantee a return next year. And you rebuild it?
That's a hard field right
there. And you do nothing to improve the team in the offseason? You said you was all in, but you wasn't really all in.
The thing that, one thing, and I'd say this to all the young ladies in the world.
Young ladies, not young
all the young ladies, not you hard knucklehead dudes. To all the young ladies in the world, y'all gonna get tired of this dude saying, "I love you, baby.
I love you, baby.
I love you, baby."
Yeah.
But then he don't show you.
He don't show you. Okay.
Jerry ain't showed y'all one time in the last 2 years that he was trying to change anything about this team.
Facts.
Come on now. He been all in because he's going to control the narrative.
Because of that man right there.
He's going to control the narrative. What he's saying is, if I can keep this thing around 500 while I bring in rookies, while I hope we don't change coach, but while I possibly change coaches, while I possibly change how this defense is built, I'm trying to tell you something. You've been talking to the wrong guy.
No, I don't disagree. The problem is that for Cowboy fans, it's frustrating. They've been sitting here waiting since 1995 season for them to go back to at least the NFC Championship game of the Super Bowl. They've done with the, as I say, I got the retirements of Troy, Emmett, and Michael and Nate. I got the Quincy Carter years and Anthony Wright years.
Tony Banks.
Tony Banks getting cut in training camp.
Yeah.
I dealt with the Chad Hutchinsons and all of that.
I think why do I get a feeling this is a personal thing and not a fan?
No, it's not a personal thing.
Why you gonna? Why get it over?
Okay, check this out. Personally, I want to cover a win or two. Everybody say, y'all just want the negativity. No, I want to cover something positive.
07,
I want to cover the negativity.
14,
that wasn't
16.
07 what? With the Cowboys.
Yeah, Cabo. Yeah.
How many playoff games they win?
0.
Exactly.
But we was a winning team.
No.
We was a winning team.
No, that don't. Listen, they don't hang division title battles at AT&T.
I get that.
But do you know how hard it is to win?
Talk to him.
Do you know how, Clarence, you got to remember when I first walked to the Cowboys, I thought I was the curse of the Cowboys. We quickly went 3-13, 1-15, 7 in this, and we couldn't win no games, man. But what you have to do is start changing players, man. And you said yourself that, what did Dak say? We slowly cleaning house.
Yeah.
They have, this is a rebuild. That what they've done is they trying to fix the offensive line. In this draft, they're going to go back and try to fix. Don't go get no running back, please. Don't go get no wide receiver, please. Go get you some defensive linemen and some offensive linemen.
Big boy. Ashton Genty right here from Frisco.
Say what?
Ashton Genty, the number 1 running back in college football right here from Frisco at Boise State.
I understand. I know who he is. I know the sweetest thing since Barry Sanders. I know, but we don't need him. What?
But you drafted him. You drafted him for the tackle in the first round 2 years ago. What did he look like?
What's your thoughts on Mozzie?
You have to keep trying. The bottom line is,
don't draft anybody else from Michigan.
No, I've been through with Michigan. Taco Chard, you name your kid Taco. Come on, man. That wasn't right. He did that. He marked that kid coming out of.
You done with Michigan?
Taco Tuesday.
You done with Michigan?
Yeah. Listen to me. What year is this for Coach Campbell in the Detroit line? What year is this? Is it his 5th or his 6th?
4th, I believe.
I think it's 4th year.
4th year.
4th or 5th year?
Yeah.
He was dog terrible first year, though.
And the 2nd year.
The 2nd, okay. So
I
guess he just blossomed then.
The thing
they built a team.
They built
the team.
But we don't have that patience.
How long Shanahan has been doing his thing?
For about 9 years now.
9 years.
9, 10.
What is the first thing that they draft and build with? They had so many, a plethora of defensive linemen. So they gave away defensive linemen and still got
They drafted
Bulldogs.
Bosa that year, right? No, the year after.
They also drafted Trey Lance, but we ain't going to talk about their mistakes.
But you know what?
Yeah. We ain't going to talk about their mistakes.
No, let me answer.
They traded 3 first-round picks for Trey Lance.
They did.
You know what, brother? Let me say this right here. The problem is not drafting the wrong person. That ain't the problem.
Okay.
Just tell me, same way you just brought that up, and quick as you brought that up, Clarence, how long did it take them to get rid of Trey Lance?
They got rid of him.
For 3 years, huh?
They
kept him 2 years, right?
Yeah.
And then they told Mr. Jones, "Hey man, we got Trey."
Yeah.
I don't know, Mr. Jones.
You gonna make sure you can't get back into the building.
Mr. Jones, I promise you, I won't be at the Echo Lounge in this capacity no more. I won't be at the Echo Lounge in this capacity. I'm telling you like this right here.
Yeah.
I got into an argument with Jesse, your coworker.
Yeah.
And, you know, every time I would say this, he would come with numbers. And I said, and I would explain what the numbers mean. And I said, give Marquise Bell a chance.
Okay.
You played him at linebacker, and he was one of your more sure tacklers.
Right.
I said, your safeties are not doing the job.
They're not.
Give him a chance to come up and tackle somebody. He's a more sure. Well, the $7 million.
Yeah. But Jerry always played the money, though.
You can't do that.
Wilson got paid. He got to put him on the field.
No, he
Hooker
ain't got to
paid.
do that.
He got to.
They didn't get no real money, though.
But it's still Jerry's money.
The thing about money,
the
thing about Mr. Jones paying a player, Mr. Jones got to just say, hold on.
I made the mistake.
Nah.
Oh, what?
What he got to say is, it's still my money.
Right.
You own the player. So the player can sit down. You still got to pay him. You rather for him to go out there and miss all them tackles. Jesse told me today, because I said what we have to do to win this game is put 8 people in the box. And he said, well, I hate to bust your bubble, but we're the only team, we the highest rated team with 8 people in the box giving up the most yards.
Yeah, because we got nobody to wrap.
What does that tell you? Nobody's willing to tackle. So won't you start putting people on the field that's willing to tackle?
So hold on. So if you the coach tomorrow, you're gonna have Wanye and you will have Bell out there. If that's the case, you have both of those guys.
What you have to have,
Coach Nate.
People keep saying competition. And I understand. Because I'll tell you what I understand. You have no other choice but to play the left tackle. Guyton. You have no other choice. You have no other choice but to play Monzi. You have no other choice. But you do have a choice with who plays at your safety position. Okay. You do have a safety because you have someone that is better. No one is better than Monzi. You may think he suck, but on this team, nobody's better than him. And the left tackle, you just shot down Austin Richards. I'm telling you, I think he's just as good.
He's just as good.
Yeah, but you shot him down.
You shot him down.
I watched him in practice against the Rams, and he got killed.
What you can do is,
Austin Richards.
Austin Richards may have got killed, but it was a valuable rep. But ask him where Guyton was. Guyton was up in his room that first round practice. Baby was sick.
Because it was Jared Verse. Guyton dominated Jared Verse in that practice.
Mm-hmm. Baby was sick the first practice. Baby didn't practice.
He dominated.
Baby had stuff.
He
had a stuffed chest. Yeah, he had stuffed chest.
Yeah.
Baby was sick. I'm a Guyton fan.
Okay.
But I would not tell you that when you coming into the NFL, especially the NFC, and the beast that you're going to be facing week in and week out, this kid, that was unfair.
Okay.
And then they mess around giving a Doga. The first rep they gave him was the wrong rep.
Yeah.
What do you the bye week, the 3-3.
Okay.
They're going back to the basics. What's going back to the basics?
Just do your job.
Okay, they
supposed
to do that O2As, supposed to do that minicamp, supposed to do that. What is going back to the basics gonna help right now?
What it should have done for these guys. Okay. When we used to have buys and we got 2 days off, Saturday and Sunday. I used to watch games.
Right.
And I'm not ashamed to say I used to watch Randall McDaniel, left guard for the Minnesota Vikings.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm like,
What he do?
as much as I love him, he's a Hall of Famer.
Right.
I'm like, Randall ain't better than me. I'm saying I used to look at him, and then I used to look at the other left guard for the 49ers. I can't think his name. I'm like, these dudes ain't better than me. But you know what they had that I didn't have? They was around great. I'm talking about early in my career.
Yeah.
Around great young talent, great smart coaches, and they had that drive. So I had to develop that drive, and I had to get around the right players, the right coaches that helped me to prosper. And that's right now, we don't have enough young studs to show the other guys how to be pros, because the older guys are not as good as they used to be.
Well, we are.
I would say this. Let me finish.
Go ahead.
Ain't too many guards better than you. And I don't think you get enough credit for the type of career you had. Certainly you're in the Black College Hall of Fame. You should be in the Ring of Honor. You should be a candidate for Pro Football Hall of Fame. Look at the teams that which you were on, the Pro Bowls you put up.
Yeah.
When they were legitimate Pro Bowls. Now people just add them at the end of the season.
Yeah, the alternate.
I'm serious.
He can't make it, throw him in there. Yeah,
no, well, they just, because they
yeah.
just add people at the end of the season. But you should be in the Hall of Fame. You should be in the Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
You wanted to, and I think it's an injustice.
You know what?
Let me finish, though. I know you're going to be magnanimous. But let me finish.
What does that mean?
You're gonna take.
I came from family.
You're gonna take the
you
high
come to
road.
University of Texas.
You're not gonna toot your own horn.
But he came from Georgia.
Yeah, no,
I went to JSU, man.
But what I'm saying is this: those Super Bowl teams got all those people in the Hall of Fame, but everybody will tell you the foundation of those teams was offensive line. You got the triplets on offense. You got Charles and you got Dion on defense. But
we ain't got nobody else on defense?
That's it.
That's why I ain't put Woody in.
Yeah. Woody's not in yet.
They need to get him in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
But the foundation of those teams was offensive line. And somebody should represent those offensive line in the Hall of Fame.
Besides Larry Allen?
Let's be honest. Larry Allen went on 3 Super Bowl champions.
No.
Larry Allen was not the foundation of 3 Super Bowl champions. Larry Allen was on the 95 team.
So you're talking about foundation like a bunch of fat guys?
I don't think Larry Allen – did Larry Allen play in the 95 Super Bowl? Let's be honest about that.
I don't think he did.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. He got a ring.
But you know what
I'm saying is –
Go ahead.
What I'm saying, though, is that somebody should represent those lines and should be in the Hall of Fame. And you're the most decorated member on those lines. You can say there are times that people thought Eric Williams was this. And certainly Stepnesky was this.
Right.
But they didn't have the longevity.
Yes.
Nobody had the longevity on those lines but one Nathaniel Newton, who got 6 Pro Bowls.
Why are we going away from our Cowboys of today?
We're not.
I'm trying to improve.
I'm trying to give you some flowers.
I'm trying to improve my Cowboys.
We're going to improve the Cowboys. What I'm just saying is that
Awesome Riches.
I'm giving
what
you
you
credit.
said is Awesome Riches.
I'm saying that
it's gonna be sweet.
Nate Newton
because Awesome Riches.
Nate Newton should be in
out
the Ring
of
of Honor.
North Carolina.
Nate Newton should be in the Hall of Fame.
North Carolina.
Nate Newton was a bad dude.
You got some guests because
y'all don't get anything out of this. Nate Newton is undervalued in what he did for the Cowboys and with the Cowboys, and he should represent this line in the Hall of Fame. Now getting back to the current team. At 3-3, what gives you hope that you can turn this around?
Maybe we can get Jason Kidd like he turned around the Mavericks.
Now you change the coach.
I just need to ask you this though.
Now you change the coach.
First of all, I'm not getting rid of Mike McCarthy.
Okay.
Why you look like that, man?
No, I'm listening.
No, we listen. Go ahead.
First of all, I ain't getting rid of Mike McCarthy.
I started. My attention span started. I watched the football game.
Yeah, we got a football game.
And a lot of people don't agree with me. I don't even think my wife agreed with me. But it's all right. I'll be by myself on that. When we get a new coach, every coach ain't going to want to adapt to this system. Is Mr. Jones going to be willing to change, maybe go to more of a motion team, and see, a lot of people don't understand, when you go in motion as much as these other cats do, that takes a smarter player now. I'm not saying our players are not smart, but you may find out All these wrinkles we want may not be the wrinkles.
I would say this: that Jerry Jones kowtows to media pressure,
right?
And he can change like the wind.
Yes, he can.
If the coach he hires wants to do that, he gonna do that. He don't generally go
I don't
against
care
the
what
grain
he
of his
do,
coaches.
but who we gonna go get as a coach, man?
It got to be somebody that's.
It's gonna be one of these young stars.
Ben Johnson.
Ben Johnson, Bobby Slowick. One of those Clint Kubiak.
They came from the Shanahan system. Yeah. But again, as I said, I
do
like
you have the players?
Right. It's not just the X's and O's. You got to have the Jimmys and the Joes. And they have to get better players. This receiving core is one of the worst in the league. The running back room is one of the worst in the league. I do think Dalvin Cook is going to play.
I agree on the running back room, but I don't agree on the wide receiver room.
Yeah.
What? It's CD and a bunch of maybes.
Yeah. Who else can get separation? Who else can get open? Who else can win a one-on-one?
I'm going to pull a Jesse Holly.
Well, who that?
Go check the stats. What you call it don't have as much. They numbers, they right next to us, the 49ers. The master of disguise. The master of pulling and going in motion. Yeah. They have almost the same identical separation rate as the Dallas Cowboys.
I ain't talking about the separation. I'm talking about the players. I don't need separation to tell who can play.
Because Debo don't get separation, but what he does when he's healthy, he's able to get the ball. He makes people miss. Yeah. And then Brandon Ayuk been a shell.
You don't have no beast. You don't have no beast.
Yeah. And he hurt for the season.
All they got to do is throw to Ferguson.
Let me ask you this, though.
All they got to do is throw to Ferguson.
What about this right here? I'm hearing, like, after we got demolished against the Saints, we had a terrible day in practice. And then I'm hearing the week leading up to the Lions, they said they had a terrible week of practice. How much does that falls on the coach and the culture?
And how's that let out? You're not a championship team.
Yeah.
That hurts.
Okay.
Because you're dealing bad habits. You're dealing in bad. When you're not, the 49ers.
Right.
If they could imagine, if right now, if you snap your fingers and all they guys get healthy, they'll come back and beat the majority of the league. And people say, wow, well, how did that happen?
Right.
They didn't have a lot of practice time, but they got a lot of championship time. They got that blood and sweat into what counts. They know how to lock their minds into their bodies and go to work. The Cowboys don't have that yet.
Okay, how much is it on the players? Because at some point, the players got to step up and be that dude. Trevon Diggs got to be that dude.
Coming off.
Coach Johnson told me.
Go ahead.
He said, Nate. He said, when I try to look through a player's ability. What you mean, Coach? What you mean? I try to look into his eyes, into his heart, and see if it's some dog there. He used that. He said to see if it's some dog there.
Okay.
We used to see him do little weird things to guys in practice just to see how they was going to respond. Right. Sometimes they respond in the correct way. They there for the year.
Okay.
We've seen some guys respond and they cut. But, y'all, this is salary cap now. Offensive linemen are not in abundance. Defensive linemen are not in abundance. The only thing that's in abundance is wide receivers. Even good running backs are not in abundance.
Okay.
You mean to tell me the Dallas Cowboys couldn't get a good running back off the out of
no, because they traded for Trey Lance. They had a fourth-round pick.
Fourth-round draft pick.
No, bro. I'm talking about when the waiver wire, man. I'm talking about when the end of the training camp, you couldn't go out and find somebody.
They got Dalvin Cook.
They got Dalvin Cook.
Don't be shocked if you see him. The time is now for Dalvin Cook.
Come on with it.
Yeah.
You're
going to see him this week. I believe you're going. He's been getting first-team reps. You're going to see him this week.
Yeah, so we're going to put Dak on the bench, inactive. Zeke. Yeah, we're going to put Zeke inactive.
That's going to be a whole other story. Put Zeke inactive.
That's going to be a whole other story.
You're going to be inactive.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
That's going to be a whole other headline.
So guess what?
What?
If it was 5 years ago, I'd be fighting Jerry. Today, I saw Zeke catch a swing pass. I thought that dude would break dance. I thought, is he ever going to run forward?
Oh, my God.
He's sitting there pop locking it. Come on, man. Zeke ain't what he used to be, and I'm sorry. I'm a Zeke fan.
Okay.
I was so mad when they got rid of him last year, but we're a year removed from last year.
Okay.
You know, bruh.
So who's your running backs right now? Is it Rico, Cook, and then Hunter?
That's the only way it can go. That's the only way it can go. Zeke, for me, after about this third regular season game, Zeke was out for me. I'm like, Zeke got to sit down. Zeke got to sit down, man.
So you would have put Deuce in there.
No, that's not what he said.
No.
I'm trying to feel it.
I know
I'm trying to get his thoughts on
I know
Deuce.
you and him may be the same height, but
Wait a minute now. Wait a minute.
That is not what he said. Don't even try to make that about
I wanted
Yeah.
when they went out and got our boy
Royce Freeman, you liked him?
Royce Freeman didn't like himself.
Damn.
I mean, he's just a guy. They all just guys. I mean, they don't have
They
any
all,
difference makers.
bruh,
They don't have any difference makers. You look
Not
at these
none,
teams,
man.
They don't have any juice. That's not one thing they do well.
Well, go ahead to your point. You about to say something.
Now he said it. I mean, they
I'm
just guys.
talking
man.
about Deuce.
He was not finna say nothing.
I thought he was going to say
No,
kick
he-
return.
no,
They're
he can't.
using him as
No,
wide
he was not gonna
receiver.
say nothing.
You know, they,
He's not gonna say
I saw Deuce.
That is not what
I
he
saw
gonna
Deuce.
say.
I love me some Deuce. I saw Deuce today, man. They was all gathered around the running back coach. You know, all the guys was running around the running back coach, man. And they kind of maneuvered, and I lost Deuce. I said,
I'm
wait,
not doing
Deuce.
this with you.
I said, wait, Deuce.
I'm not doing this with you.
I'm serious. They was in a big huddle. Right?
Yeah.
And I think the coaches kind of say, move around, or I don't guess they was doing a drill.
I'm not
and
doing
they
it.
moved around, man.
Yeah.
And it looked like Deuce's leg was hanging.
I'm not doing that. I'm not.
What about Cavante Turpin then?
Turpin can contribute.
He can contribute.
I think he can
Okay.
contribute. I really do. What did you think, Clarence? You think he can contribute?
No, I think he has juice to contribute. He just,
Yeah.
you got to get him in the right places. You can't be throwing comebacks to him. You
Yeah.
can't be going for 4th down and throwing a comeback to a 5-7 receiver, which we saw in the Detroit game.
Facts.
You can't throw comebacks.
Put him on a 9
You
route.
can't throw a comeback to Brandon Cooks. I mean, what are you doing? When you talk about the routes and the concepts, that's a problem too.
We need a few better players.
And
we need
better
a few
plays.
good men. And maybe the coaches do need to
But it's
find. Maybe we need. See, you think that we can go out and find that young, intelligent offensive coordinator?
yeah, they out there.
You think Jerry would want to do that, or he's just gonna get rid of Mike?
Well, he's in the past wanted a veteran coach. He's never wanted to try a rookie coach. Which is why he mostly hires desired veteran coaches.
Right.
That's what he's wanted to do. But at this point, that's the trend. You look across the league, and those are the guys that are taking over the league and got the teams hopping. It's these young coaches.
You know the craziest thing? Jerry started that trend. He hired Jimmy Johnson, who was a
but Jimmy
rookie coach,
but he was
who was unknown.
he wasn't unknown.
But he was an unknown. He was a legend in Miami, but he was an unknown on college level. Right or wrong? Right or wrong? Right or wrong? No. He won in Miami, but he was unknown to the pros, and
Yeah,
it
but
wasn't done before.
he wasn't unknown.
Was it done before, Nate?
No, they've gotten college coaches before to come into the pros.
I'm talking about
But
the way he did.
The way he did, he revolutionized it.
Come on, that's all I wanted to hear.
But
Yeah.
he was a
was
known
not
commodity.
unknown. He
boy.
wasn't
He was a
unknown.
known
Yeah.
commodity. He was a known-
But to get rid of Tom Landry,
He ran a pro team in Miami.
Yes,
he did.
But they was
Yes,
getting
he
paid.
did.
Look, you trying to get me,
No,
yo.
I
You
ain't trying
trying
to
to
get
get
you.
me.
I'm trying-
Clarence trying to get me. He trying
No.
to test my wits over
You trying
here.
to tell me unknown? Well, nothing unknown about Jimmy Johnson. I remember going back to
Man,
Oklahoma
lying,
State.
boy. Everybody
Ain't wasn't
knew
nothing unknown
Knew
about
nobody.
Jimmy Johnson.
But for,
and what he
for
did
them,
in college.
but for them to get rid of Tom Landry and then all of a sudden get him,
Tom
and then
Landry
of
was
course,
3-13. Tom Landry was at the end of his career.
And what did
Everybody
Jimmy
wanted
do?
to
And I was a
hire-
part of them.
Everybody wanted to
and what
hire
did
Tom
Jimmy do
Landry.
his first year?
But see, we went, 1 in 15?
One.
But the thing that I keep telling
Yeah.
people is, and this is why I say don't just get rid of Mike McCarthy, because you go through these bad spells sometimes.
Right.
Coach Landry, it took him 40 years to go through that bad spell, but he went through it. It took Jimmy a couple of years, and he went through it
Yeah.
while trying to build something.
Yeah.
Will
I got
McClay.
distracted by the Beyonce commercial. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, you can get distracted. I mean,
That Beyonce
you remind me of somebody's feet hanging earlier today.
That Beyonce Levi's commercials distracted me.
Yeah, man. Boy,
I'm like, what is going
What's
on?
going on, boy?
boy, we supposed to be able to talking football, man. We might bring the crowd up and have a party.
What was you talking about? What you talking about it?
Oh my God, man.
Get into this week before we get off here, and I appreciate you coming out. There's
Wow.
a sense of urgency right now. They're 3-3. If you want to salvage this season, you say you play well on the road. If you're ever going to beat the 49ers, you're going to beat them now. With all the injured guys, without Christian McCaffrey, is there a way for the Cowboys to win this game, and how do you see this going down?
Put 8 guys that are willing to tackle
In the game.
on first and second down in obvious run situations. Make Brock Purdy beat you. He don't have a starting receiver. Even if Debo come back, he's going to be still dealing with that fluid off his lung.
Yes, he was in the hospital with pneumonia.
And I will put hands on Kelsey, the tight end. I'm telling you, man, he would think I'm a Baptist preacher because I've been
Kittles.
laying hands on him
George
every
Kittles.
chance I
Yeah.
get, man.
Yeah,
I just,
Kittles.
that's how it's going to be. And now, if he can throw that ball and beat me with all these backups, you got me. But you ain't finna run for another 150, 200 yards.
How do you move the ball on that defense? Because all the injuries on offense, the injuries ain't on defense. That defense is the biggest difference in the games you played the last 3 years is you couldn't score.
No, you couldn't.
You couldn't score, and you got less talent now than you did in the
But
past.
they giving up over right at 40-some% on third down.
They are.
Yeah,
This
but-
is where you got to fix your third down. You
Right.
got to fix your red zone. You got to score. You got to start throwing the ball to your tight end,
Right.
Jason Ferguson. You have to throw the man the ball. You know, you got to have Dalvin Cook
Yeah.
or you know what?
What's that?
Hunter Lemke swinging out of the backfield. You got to have more options than just CD Lamb.
Right.
You got to throw the ball on a 9 route, deep seam,
Just
deep
prove
post to
that
number
you can
9,
do it. Yeah.
and give him opportunity.
There you go.
You know, I'm talking about
Yeah.
7-step drop, let it go,
Yeah.
and say, you know, you remember when the Saints came in here and that boy ran that little seam.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we split
And the coach-
and split the two safeties.
Right,
Oh,
and
yeah.
the dude just threw it. Dude just threw it.
Yes.
That's we gotta have some routes like that.
You
And we got a guy that's fast like that.
who?
Kavontae Turpin.
Yes.
4.29.
Yeah.
That boy fast.
Yeah, man, give him a chance, man.
Let's just throw it to him.
You know what? Y'all act like we finna make a serious Super Bowl run.
No, we don't.
That ain't happening. So right about now, you need to find out who gonna be in your future. People talking, oh, it's still the rest of the season. You can still win by throwing a 9 route.
Yeah.
You can still win by throwing a wheel route out of the backfield.
Yeah.
So you just gotta
Yeah.
pick the time to do it, man. Come on, Clarence. I mean, I know you hang out with Mr. Jones. I know you get first-rate information. You don't come to your boy no more for nothing. But it's all right. I still give you the real, because what I said at the training camp is still sitting perfect today.
What's your thoughts on Dak Prescott?
I love Dak. I think Dak can be something special. I think we have to get him another receiver off of free agency. I don't want no rookie. I want a veteran-proven guy for Dak. And once you get that guy, and get your offensive line settled, you're going to take off. But until you get your offensive line settled, ain't nobody but Mahomes or Burrows can play behind this.
Yeah, the problem is the offensive line. They can't do anything offensively. The offensive line, the problems up front is running the running game and the pass game.
Right.
Because the Cowboys had basically the same receiver core last year.
Ain't that your homeboy on TV?
Yeah,
the quarterback? Yeah, you looking for Beyonce, boy. You need to get your mind right.
Beyonce.
Lord,
They had the
jeez.
same receivers last year, but they had better protection.
Yes, sir.
You know, and Dak led the league in touchdown passes. CD led the league in catches. They had better protection. They can't get anything done with the protection. And it's not just the rookies. Zach Martin ain't Zach Martin no more.
Father Time.
Zach Martin ain't Zach Martin no more.
Father Time.
And, you know, like I tell people, I got so much respect for Zach Martin, I'm not going to say a word.
Yeah, you call him the president.
Yeah, I call him the president. His teammates used to call him the butcher, but he been getting kind of butchered lately.
He got butchered in the Detroit game.
Yeah, I felt so bad for my
dude
boy.
that beat him got paid.
It ain't time to impeach him.
Got paid.
Nah, not
Ain't
yet.
no
Not
impeaching.
yet. Not yet.
got
Not
paid.
yet. Let him play this year out, man. You know, this is a soft build rebuild, and I'm just gonna stick with that. And I feel bad that Coach McCarthy gonna get fired behind this soft rebuild, but that's just the cards we're dealt sometimes.
In a soft rebuild, his job is on the line. He must win to keep his job, and he didn't get the tools. He got set up for failure from the beginning.
But can I introduce you two guys? Can I say something?
You can say whatever you want to say.
Look at here, so what's the name of our show?
It's Cowboys and Chill.
Cowboys and Chill.
Cowboys and Chill. I want to thank them for having me, and I want to thank my guests, Cavante Turpin and Deuce McAllis.
Deuce Vaughn.
Deuce Vaughn. Deuce Vaun. Deuce Vaun. Excuse me. Deuce Vaun.
Cavante Turpin.
Big Nate. Listen, McAllister was a big dude. Big dude. He's a big dude.
Me and Turpin got an arm wrestle.
That's all right, man. That's all right. We can run like him, too.
Put your feet on the ground.
Stop it, man.
Cavante can't reach our Deuce can't reach.
Boy, you know what? You ain't shit riding the walking.
Yeah.
You ain't shit riding the walking. You are not shit riding the walking. Hey, we appreciate you guys. Appreciate Nate Newton. Next week,
I hope we can salvage this.
Yeah, we got this.
Mr. Jones, I ain't with him. I ain't with him.
But Jerry Jones told me the best damn GM ever.
Yeah, he
Who is?
He cussed him out. He said the best GM.
No
one can fit
I'm
his
the
shoes.
best effing GM in the league.
Yes, he is.
That's what he said.
He I get a check from him.
He get a check. And
Best
this-
effing GM in the league.
Yes, indeed.
Next week, we got election edition. We got Mayor Ron Kirk, the Honorable Mayor Ron Kirk is going to be here.
Cruz up here?
Huh? He always going to be my mayor. Ron Kirk, we're going to talk about the election. We're going to watch football. We're going to play some dominoes. Black men for Kamala Harris.
Vote for that lady.
Vote for that lady.
For real.
Vote for that.
Come on now.
Black men for Kamala Harris. Next Thursday night. We appreciate you. Who's this
real,
sponsored
man.
by?
Frenkel and Frenkel Law Firm. Be sure to check out FrenkelFirm.com. Hey, if you ever in a car wreck, you slip or fall, call 817-ALL-3s or 214-ALL-3. FrenkelFirm.com. There we go.
There you go.
Dash 42.
Dash.
Man, go damn day. We got some food. We got some food waiting for you.
You know what 42 is, Wow.
Deuce Vaughn, baby.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, man.
Wow, appreciate y'all, man. God is good. Boy, I tell you what.
We're going to get you back for the playoffs.
Yeah, put Dayton up, man.
The playoffs.
Next time, have Puff up here.
Hey,
We going to
awesome,
sit up here.
Awesome Richards,
They're
baby.
going to get you back for the playoffs.
Come on, get Awesome
That means
Richards.
they got to make the playoffs.
Brother, all I want to do is get this rebuild over with and get Coach McCarthy back in the saddle.
Oh, man.
All right.
Yeah.
If you get the rebuild over, he's not going to be in the saddle.
Shit. Yeah, Jerry gonna get rid of him. Yeah. The Qs. Appreciate y'all for jumping in.
Thing music.